Corn is a huge product in the United States that is consumed on a daily basis. It spans some 97 million acres, roughly around the size of California. Not to mention that it also uses a large amount of fresh water, and that we have to spray tons of chemical fertilizer on it just to have it grow properly.
Sustainable diets are those with low environmental impact, which contribute to food and nutrition security and to a healthy life for present and future generations. Sustainable diets are protective and respectful of biodiversity and ecosystems, affordable, nutritionally adequate, culturally acceptable, and healthy, all the while optimizing natural and human resources. Hey, did you know, I see that you're eating beef jerky here. Did you know that according to Cowspiracy, raising animals for food is responsible for 30% of the world's water consumption and occupies 45% of the Earth's land and is responsible for the destruction of the Brazilian Amazon, as well as the leading cause of ocean dead zones and habitat destruction and species extinction. Also, one packet of beef is equal to 4 ounces of beef jerky. Don't you like showers and flushing the toilet?
I do.
Well, if you do, then didn't you know that within 3 months, taking a shower and flushing the toilet is the same time it makes to produce 1 packet of beef jerky?
Are you kidding me? I don't need this.
You don't have to litter. It's just always good to know sustainable food sources to implement in your own lifestyle.
Hey guys,
Hey Bryce, hey Victoria.
What's up?
Hi.
have you guys been to Subway recently?
No,
No.
recently we haven't.
Because I normally see a lot of plastic bags that have Subway over, but now I'm starting to see less in them, and I think that's because Subway is making the switch from plastic to paper. They're using more of their paper bags to give people their sandwiches in. And also El Pollo Loco is doing that too.
Wow, it's really nice to see CSUN implementing sustainable practices.
Most definitely. A lot of, and reducing the amount of plastic that we use can actually keep us healthier.
Yeah, wow. Didn't know that.
Why is reducing plastic is so important?
It's important to our environment because the less plastic we use, the less we waste. So 12 metric tons get dumped into the ocean every year, and that plastic will break down into smaller particles. And what happens is algae will tend to stick to those plastic particles, mimicking the diets of a lot of fish. So the fish will eat the algae, and then the plastic will get absorbed into their body. And when we eat fish, that tends to go down the food chain, and we will in turn consume the plastic that the fish ate. And there have been no studies on human consumption of plastic because we're not supposed to eat plastic. So, but they see what happens in fish, and they see that it makes them smaller, slower, and to put it frankly, more stupid.
I don't have to worry about that. I'm vegan, and CSUN offers so many options for vegetarians and vegan, as well as they have substitute for meat.
So that's good that you're vegan because a lot of vegans will substitute their protein with tofu, and tofu uses a lot less water, approximately 1/6 of the water that it takes to produce a pound of meat.
Speaking of tofu, I actually saw tofu being sold at the university student dining room. They have a lot of options for vegetarians and vegans. Actually, I walked by on Tuesday where they have farmers market, and I actually saw this being sold. It's almond coconut energy bites. Everything there is made naturally and locally farmed.
Oh my god, can I try this?
Sure, it's good.
Now that you mentioned, every time I pass the farmer's market, their food looks a different color, and I think that's because they probably don't use pesticides or don't use GMOs. It's crazy.
That's so true. I actually saw the ingredients on here.
This is so good.
That you can actually purchase the ingredients locally and make it at home. So you conserve water. You don't have to travel far to get these ingredients, which I thought was really cool.
Oh man, I gotta start shopping at that farmer's market way more. Man, I just got a new car and it's awesome. I'm driving around town. It's so cool.
Diesel?
It is diesel. Why do you ask?
The CSUN has a program where they have a company that picks up all the food vegetable oils and then takes it off-site and then gives you diesel, biodiesel. That's why your gas prices are so cheaper.
Man, that's awesome. I'm so glad my gas prices aren't like $4 a gallon. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Food, buy it with thought.
Use less wheat and meat.
Buy local food.
Serve just enough.
Use what is left.
Don't waste it!